One of our big goals this year, not just goals, but plans, is to do a major home renovation of about a third of our home. So today I'm going to talk to you about the top 10 things that bug me about our home and what we plan to do to fix it with the new year. I don't have to take you far. Let's start with the entryway. The entry is like off to the side. It's a small front porch. I would love to be able to sit and drink my coffee in a covered area when it's rainy. And this is about the best I can get right now, is sitting like this with my coffee. Come on in. So number one is the entryway. When you walk in my front door, you're just in this weird little nook cubby area. It always feels cramped. There's no coat closet. So the shoes are always out, and it's just messy and awkwardly placed, I think, in the home because it's off to the side. Number two, it's always dark and cold in here. Right now, this is about as bright as it gets with all the lights on. And we have these super awesome old windows with plastic over them to try and help. Dollar bills just float out these windows all winter long and all summer long when the AC is on because it doesn't keep heat or cool or anything in here. So it's always dark and cold. Number three, the general layout of this space. This side of the house is, I don't know, I think 1,000-ish square feet. But there's a big wall down the middle. There's a bunch of bedrooms that we have no use for. So because of that room being divided that way, we could either fit a dining area or we could fit some couches and a sitting area, but there's not enough room for both in this main area of the home. Number four, there is no access to our backyard from this side of the house. So we have a gorgeous garden. We have a huge yard. Maybe it's not that gorgeous now because it's winter, but there is no door on this side of the house to get out that way. Just windows. But the windows always have these closed to try and keep some of the heat in, so I really never get to look out there. Number five, just the general decorative vibe. So we've got like random brick sticking out in the middle of the home. We've got doors that are different sizes. This one's significantly smaller, not even the same style of door. We have what looks like exterior siding on the walls. I don't know. My husband says that's not what it is, but that's what it looks like to me. The general vibe of this bathroom, while I love white with gold accents, I love white with gold accents, and I do like beige and cream, but somehow this is not how I pictured it all coming together. One more decorative vibe thing. In this bedroom, which is just used as a storage room, we have orange striped carpeting. And if you look this way, we have some missing trim, just little fun details like that. Number six, the kitchen layout. This is actually a pretty big and spacious kitchen, but the layout to me is weird. So we have an oven, and then we have a doorway, and then you have a fridge, which to me is just very odd. There's no counter space on either side of the oven. There is some counter space in here, but again, the layout is just weird. It comes into an L shape, so there's bar stools that you could put over here, but then there's just like weird unused space behind me. So number six is just the general layout of the kitchen. Number seven would be kitchen appliances. There is no dishwasher. Hello, hi, I am the dishwasher. My husband's giving me looks because he does dishes too. So do the kids, but still 5 years without a dishwasher. I showed you the oven, but it is a single oven. We do a lot of entertaining and family pizza nights. So the lack of a double oven is along the appliance list of things I don't like. The fridge, it is a nice clean fridge, but it's small. Also along the lines of appliances, there is no, what is that thing called? Fan. There's no fan above our oven stove. So all the moisture just stays in here, or the smells. And if you burn something, the window above the sink doesn't even open. So not enough ventilation. Number seven, the kitchen cabinets. My husband did graciously paint these for me a couple years ago to get us by until we could do this major renovation. So they are much cuter than they used to be. They're kind of clunky to pull out. So this one sometimes makes a really loud screeching sound when you open it. This one is missing the bottom. There's no cabinet big enough to fit like a garbage in, so the garbage is always out in the open, and just generally not enough cabinet space for what I would want. I didn't list this as its own thing, but also the window. I like a window above the kitchen sink so I can look out, but I'm pretty short. Like I can see up into the tops of the trees and the sky when I'm standing here doing dishes. But I wish the window was bigger so I could really see out there. Number 8, the countertops. Again, my husband redid the countertops a couple years ago, and I actually love the look of them. I love the white with the gray veins, but they are temporary. They're painted. They damage easily. I'm afraid of staining them. I'm afraid of melting them when I put hot coffee on the counter. Number 9 would be the electricity situation. First of all, there are not enough outlets. There's one here and one here, and that's it in the whole this side of the kitchen. There's nothing even in the corner over there. So if you're sitting at the bar stool, there's like no place below you or behind you to plug anything in. Which, I mean, maybe that's fine because we can only use one thing at a time in this kitchen. It's very old electricity wiring. So we could plug in a toaster or a coffee pot or a hot water boiler. But you can only use one at a time. Otherwise, it trips a breaker. So the electricity would be my number 9. And number 10 is that this side of the house feels so separate from the rest of the house. We have a laundry room that you have to walk through, and then what I like to call switchbacks. There's like all these walls separating the two sides of our house. Fun fact, this used to be the back door to this house. So when we first moved here in 2020, this entire side of the house was our complete house. We lived in these bedrooms and used this side of the house, and everything behind me was added on. So the added on side from 2020 has our new master bedroom, our kids' bedrooms, my office, and like a family TV game room. But it feels very separate from this original side of the house. Now that we have new bedrooms, we can take all these. So now that we have all the new bedrooms and space on that side of the house, we can afford to take out all these bedrooms and open this up. So let me walk you through 10 quick things that we're changing with our kitchen remodel. By the way, my husband doesn't like the branding of kitchen remodel because we are actually tearing down this entire side of the house that I just showed you and rebuilding it almost from scratch. But I'm calling it a kitchen remodel because the kitchen is the heart of the home. We're going to move the front entryway. It'll actually be on the middle of this big wall, and we will have a coat closet, which I'm so excited to have to keep that front area neat and tidy. And there will be a covered front porch large enough for some rocking chairs and a cup of coffee. We're taking down all the walls. I want open space, so all the walls are coming down. The exterior walls will go back up, but these walls will stay down. So all these walls are coming down. Apparently, you can't just take all the walls down in your house without doing something different to the ceiling. So luckily, we have to have vaulted ceilings in here as well, which will make it feel so much bigger and more open. It'll be brighter in here. With these walls down and windows on that front side of the house, you'll have light coming in from both sides. Again, because the walls are coming down, we'll have enough space if we want to do a dining table and a sitting area. There will be plenty of space for that. The kitchen layout is changing. So the kitchen will still run along this wall. It'll go all the way down to the corner, the cabinets will, and then it'll go right past this doorway into the laundry room. So it'll be a big L-shaped kitchen. We're going to have a giant island in the middle. So much storage space by extending the cabinets down and having the island. So kitchen window will be bigger so that I can see out it when I'm rinsing dishes before putting them into the dishwasher. As far as appliances go, we are getting a dishwasher, which I'm really excited about. We'll have a double oven. We're getting a new fridge with French doors, so it will be and feel so much bigger. Oh yeah, and we are putting a mini fridge in the bottom of our island, so I'm also excited about that. The cabinets will come to about here, and then we'll have the fridge on the end, and then this whole wall is coming down, so it'll be open to the rest of the house, and it won't feel so separate. So this is supposed to take about 16 weeks from start to end. We have not officially started yet, but within the next few weeks, we plan to start. I'll post updates along the way, and I'll put them all together in a playlist for you, so check it out.